So there guys, welcome back to Civilization 5. Here we are. Demographic screen is looking pretty interesting. Let's just have a quick look at some of the stuff on here. So we are way above the average on population, which means that these guys on the other continent are not growing very tall at all. Gandhi's definitely doing the worst. Crop yield is sort of related to that. Manufactured goods, we have way more production than the average as well. Gandhi again doing shit, which is good because it means it's going to be hard for them to produce defensive troops once we land on their continent. With the most gold by a significant amount as well, so we're good for purchasing. We obviously have the most land. We have a significant amount of soldiers, and that is increasing as time goes on. We're also best for approval because they don't know that we killed everyone on this continent, and Hiawatha, who's going to be our first target, is the lowest on approval. So it should carry the least diplomatic penalty, I guess. And literacy, we are still massively in the lead. Austria, I think that is on 33%, average of 38, 152. So our defensive spies in Dirtsville and Agadica, we could do with another defensive spy, really. I'm not sure where we unlock our next spy, so we're going to have to worry about that. But for now, boats is what we need to do. We need to get scientific theory and then some ironclads to help sail our forces over. Now, I haven't seen much in the way of boat activity on their continent. And I'm not sure if we might be good to just fucking sail over there. Byblos and Austria are now friends. See, we're going to need to be friends with Byblos, I feel. So that's something we're going to want to consider. This bowman, we could upgrade him to a crossbow. What is... Oh, pikeman. We should be okay to take pikeman down. They're building a camp. We've also unlocked some more iron. 1, 2, 3, but that can't actually be worked by a CAD. It is only 2 iron. I'm not really worried about getting that online. We have 20, and we're not even using any because we don't have any swordsmen at the moment. Frigates are a possibility. We could use it for that, but we're probably going to be using the coal instead. A CAD has finished an armory. So, do we want a military academy in a CAD? 40 production's pretty good. Yeah, let's get a military academy in a CAD. A military academy. We've got a cannon coming from Dirtsville. We've got another Gatling coming there. We really need boats. Boats is the thing that we're waiting for. And obviously we're saving up our cash to buy an instant public school in Agadica. What was this? Bratislava want Himeji Castle. Unlikely, I think. 1, 2, 3. Let's get a mine on that hill for Dirtsville. Let's start attacking these pikemen. We've got a production in Babylon. It's finished an aqueduct. What do we want? The mint will give us +2 gold. +2 gold. The city modifier of 50%, so that'll give us +3 gold. Do we not have a bank or a market in here? We must have them both. Yeah, we've got a bank. So it's not a significantly gold-heavy city. Let's get a constabulary instead. We've got Comanche Rider down here who can win a major victory against these, so let's do that. This is one reason why I don't like playing multiplayer civ. I love watching the little animations. They're simple, but they're quite pleasing to watch. I'm going to delete this Pathfinder. He's costing us money, and he doesn't upgrade to anything, so he's gone now. The Comanche Rider can take his job. It's just a waste of unit maintenance, really. Do we have another one somewhere? I don't think we do. That might be the last of our Pathfinders. Never mind. So, warfare. Mid to late game warfare. It's going to be... Oh, it's going to be a nightmare sailing over there, I'll tell you that much. But at least it's a continents map. Archipelago maps are the worst for the late game warfare. Because sailing your armies round just takes so long. Here we go.
Every great advance in science has issued from a new audacity of imagination.
Not bad. John Dewey, who I believe is the John Dewey who invented the Dewey Decimal System, the library sorting system. I'll be honest, I don't know an awful lot about it. It was many, many years ago that I learned about him. Right, let's attack this guy. Let us... Where's the guy to kill? Let's buy the public school over here. Public school. Boom. Done. That gives us 482 science. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We can get that even higher, but it's good for now. Right. We need some things now. Steam power is probably what we want first. Let's get that. It's going to take 18 turns, which is a lot longer than I wanted. We could get frigates in the meantime and sail over there with frigates. In fact, let's do that, since they're a ranged unit. Let's sail over with frigates. We've got plenty of iron, and the ranged attack is pretty nice. I reckon if we get 4 or 5 frigates, that'll probably do us. We can research ironclads in the meantime, and then just send over a few ironclads to shore up the forces. Because I think our army is pretty strong. We've also still got this engineer, Alexandre Gustave Eiffel, that we can use. We are now Pocatello the Terrible, because we've gone autocracy, which is brilliant. I like being the Terrible. What do we want to take? Probably open and accuracy. And then let's just bring him over here for now. As soon as we've got a couple of frigates in the water, we can move our army into the water and start moving around. Derp's full. See, Brandenburg Gate could be handy. It's not massively useful, but it's interesting. We don't really need the Great General. 25% culture in all cities. See, that could be quite good defensive-wise for us. Because Gandhi is probably churning out quite a bit of tourism. We don't have any tourism because I'm not really asked about it. How can I... How can I check? Well, oh, yeah, here we go. So Gandhi's outputting 8 against us. Austria's got nothing. The Iroquois has got 2. Oh, and the Maya's got 4. So, yeah, we're pretty fucking solid ahead on culture anyway. So it does feel like it would be a bit of a waste. Because I don't want to waste it. I don't want to waste the engineer. Although he's sitting around not doing much, there are wonders out there that we could really do with benefiting from. I don't think we need the Sistine Chapel. 3 great scientists. Maybe. 3 great scientists. Let's have a quick look in the research tree. It's always a bit weird when you've got an engineer hanging around. I mean, we are massively ahead on tech as well, so we could feasibly keep him for a later game wonder. Broadway's no good to us. The Eiffel Tower's nice, but we don't really need it. The Prora, we will probably be the first to start building that anyway. It is very nice. We definitely want to get it. Do we want to save the engineer for it? That's the question. The Neuschwanstein. Plus 3 gold, 2 culture, and 1 happiness from every castle. That's amazing. We should probably try and grab that. That'll be very beneficial to us. Cristo Redentor as well. I said I'd like to get the Cristo Redentor. I think we're going to save him. I don't think we're gonna use him for a wonder. Let's get a public school going in Derpsville. Oops, I've done that thing where it swings the map around. She wants trade, but we're not interested in trading. I'm sorry. No, fuck off, Gandhi. Ugh, go away. All you guys. Get a life. We don't want you. What we do want is some bloody frigates. So look how much these techs cost us. This is the problem. Our science output's pretty high, but our tech cost is fucking huge as well from the number of cities. Navigation costing 2,600 is pretty sick. We've taken down another encampment near Kizel. Just to cement once again our friendship with the Kizolians. Gaidika. Gaidika, what do we want at this stage? We might want a garden. How are we doing for great scientist points? Plus 11. Yes, okay, build a garden. Let's get a boost to that. It looks like we're not far away from popping a great scientist as well. No. I'm not taking that off you. I know we were sort of saving the great scientist to try and pick up steam power instantly, but I don't think it's going to give us enough science. If I understand this rightly, we'd probably get 3,000-ish off him, which is not going to be anywhere near enough to fully get steam power. What have we built here? A Gatling gun in Moson Carney. Let's move him into the water. Worker has built a trading post here. Did I tell you to build a trading post? I would have thought I would have said farm there, but never mind. Never mind. What else have we got in dirt? So we could put a farm here. Let's do that. You can pop that. And then come straight back home. Production in Moson Carney then. Public school's probably going to be pretty handy here. Not too bothered about harbour. No real wonders I want to worry about. None of these are gold producing. Let's get a public school. Probably want to get as many of those as possible at this stage. Try and get our science up to about 600. That'll probably be very beneficial. There's another barbarian camp just spawned. We'll send the Comanche in to sort that out. Jesus Christ, you don't give up, do you? Trouble is, you're offering us nothing. This is what the AI doesn't understand. You want a happiness resource, and yet you're offering me iron, which I've got masses of, horses, which I've got masses of, and 1 gold per turn. You even have another 5 GPT there. Really don't understand trade, do you? I want to sort of start getting some culture buildings out. It's a pity that they changed the culture system because it makes it much harder to push your borders out and sort of, you know, get rid of this barbarian spawning element. Sort of, we can post sentries to try and fog bust, as it's called, but it's a waste of units when we can just keep a couple of riders around, you know, just border patrol. The camp is done. We don't need to get that iron online, so I'm not worried about that. What do we want this worker to do then? Let's have a quick look at Babylon. Although, no, let's not look at Babylon. It's got nothing that can actually work. Neither is that. Derpsville has a worker. Moson Carney is finished. A guided curve. You unlocked any new territory that isn't jungle? No. No, you have not. Well, I think this work is done. Now, I'm not going to delete him. I'm going to put him asleep. We're going to maintain 2 workers. I'm going to put him in a CAD and put him asleep. He's going to be handy to keep around for repairs, because I'd like to keep a worker at each end of the kingdom for repairs in case anything gets pillaged by barbs. The other thing we want to keep him around for is we will, before too long, be getting railroads, and it's a lot faster railroading your kingdom up with a couple of workers. Some people like to keep 3 around. Personally, I think 3 is a waste of unit maintenance. because railroads are not that vastly important unless you're going for a science victory, which we're not, so, you know, we're dealing with that. Is there one over here? No, that's just a mine. Okay. You... Do we want to send you to Babylon? No, let's keep you in a CAD. We've got a chariot archer around Babylon. He'll do for defensive purposes. This turn should pick us up navigation. In 2 turns, Tomoke's going to start churning out some frigates. Actually, we should probably purchase a public school in Tomoke. I think the science there is not too bad at all. It might be beneficial to us.
The winds and the waves are always on the side of the ablest navigator.
Edward Gibbon. No idea who he is. Sorry. You'll have to look him up yourself. I don't know who he is or what he did. These Comanche riders are amazing barbarian cleanup teams. They're generally clearing camps in 1 or 2 turns depending on what unit it is. So I'm quite pleased with that. Let's bring you there. I don't think you're going to be able to shoot from that hill. Even this chariot archer is pretty damn powerful. With the right promotions, he's kicking ass. It's just a pity he's hit the level cap off barbarians. What do we want to research next? Do we want to go... I think we want to go railroad and then biology. And flight as well. If we go for railroad, we can build the Neuschwanstein. Is that how you pronounce it? Neuschwanstein? And get some railroads going on whilst we research biology. And then after that, we can research flight and build the Prora. We don't need to rush the Prora because we're good on happiness for a start. And none of the AI have adopted our ideology. So they don't have access to it. They can't build it until they adopt an ideology. So that's something. Now then, let's have a quick look at our science output. A Gaidica is good. Mosankani is good. A CAD is good. So is good. Tomoke is only on 41. I'm not going to buy the public school then. We'll save the cash for other things. We'll build public schools instead of buying them. Taj Mahal's ready in 1 turn as well, so I'll probably build a couple of frigates out of Asur and Tomoke. And that will form the basis of our navy. You can just alert. I'm not bothered about upgrading you yet. The reason I'm not upgrading some of these units is I think they cost more maintenance as you upgrade them. I might be wrong on that, but I've got a feeling more modern units cost more maintenance. If you know whether that's true or not, feel free to leave a note in the comments about it. So that means we'll be picking up rifling within 8 turns. So we can probably upgrade our muskets to rifles just before we head out. We've only got a couple of muskets. But that's always going to be handy. Just to bolster our numbers. The Taj Mahal! Woo! The Taj Mahal rises above the banks of the river like a solitary tear suspended on the cheek of time. That is beautiful. Rabindranath Tagore. Possibly, I don't know. I'm not sure how that's pronounced exactly. Beautiful building, the Taj Mahal. Very nice. What does Taj Mahal mean? Do any of you know? Is it something like Grand Palace? Am I right there with that? Possibly. I've got a feeling it's something along those lines. Okay, Tomoke. A windmill would be nice for you, but we don't need it right now. We don't need an arsenal yet either. We don't need a zoo or public school yet. But those are things that we will want in Tomoke once we set sail for the other continent. Right now, let's just get some frigates. Frigates are powerful enough, I think, in comparison to what those other players are going to have, that we shouldn't have to worry too much. Asur as well, again, just wants the zoo and public school, which we'll pick up later, so we'll get some frigates coming. Babylon, a circus is a nice cheap boost to our happiness, so that's something to consider. The Mint, why have you suddenly gained so much gold all of a sudden? What's all that about? Public school, yes. At this stage. Is it 2 per population? One per 2 population, yeah. Plus a 3 base. Plus a 3 base with a 33 modifier. That's nice. So that's going to give us 9 with a 3 modifier, 10 over 12. Extra 12 science. That's pretty good. Let's do that. We'll worry about the circus later. We can always pick that up within a turn or two. Antwerp wants somebody bullied. We're not caring about that. Golden Age has begun. That's fantastic news. Frigates are on their way. I think what we'll do is... no, we're not friends. Go away. What we'll do is we'll build a few frigates. Once the rifleman technology is there, we'll upgrade the rifleman, and that's when we'll set sail. That's wartime. And hopefully that's going to happen this episode. We're about halfway through if my timer is correct. So yeah, let's try and keep an eye on that. What else can we do around Derpsville? All these squares are looking improved. There is some desert land around here, which I'm hoping if we get more great merchants, we could... No, in fact, it's not worth sticking a customs house on them, is it really? I don't know what we'll do with those desert tiles. We'll worry about that later. We can probably get a couple of lumber mills on this forest area, so let's do that. Let's start lumber milling a bit of that forest up. Increase Derpsville's production. That's fine. We've got another camp over this side. Who's on duty over this side? I guess it's Tomok's Gatling gun. I guess that's the best. The influence of Brussels has decayed. Not too fussed about that. We'll get it back sooner or later. Derpsville. Derpsville. What do I want you to do? You will want a zoo, but it can wait. Up to 486 science. We're getting a lot of variance on that, which is a bit annoying. Let us squeeze out another Comanche to take with us. I'm sure that will be beneficial. Look at our GPT. Our economy is so good over at the Shoshones. People should just come and live here for our grand economy. Did we not have a great general lined up with the troops ready to sail out? Gatling. Is there a penalty for Gatling attacking across the river? I don't think there is. Cargo ship, back to us, sir. I'm not seeing another great general around. Oh, he's over there. Well, we'll leave him there. We'll take this one with us. He's the nearest. And we'll just drive him over in his jeep. You have healed, and there is currently nothing for you to do, so guard the coal. Cargo ship back to Mosankani. Choose production. A Gaidica. What do you want, a Gaidica? We can get you building the porcelain tower. There's always a chance we can get to that. We don't need it, but might as well try. Might as well. A CAD. What have you built? A military academy. Let's get you a public school. Chariot archer. You can go on alert for a little bit. Austria's no longer the eye of the letter. And something about that. Okay. I'm saving up some cash so we can pay Biblos off, because we're going to want to land in Biblos' territory, I think. This guy's got the Great Wall as well, which is going to be annoying as shit. It's going to be a tough one. Let's keep these turns churning. 469 science now. It's going down. But never mind. It will also go back up with time as we build these public schools. Which is actually happening. See, if you can be asked, you can micromanage all this science and stuff, but we're that far ahead, there's no real point. If we were playing on a higher difficulty, I'd probably pay a bit more attention to what's causing the variances. Because it obviously means there's a city somewhere that's not properly focusing its efforts. That should be good to completely wipe those out. Nice. Love that. Caravan. Food for Babylon. Or do we want to grow a CAD for a bit? I feel like growing a CAD might be more beneficial to us. Let's send some food to a CAD instead. Let's try and get that up to about level 15, 16, and then we'll go back to Babylon. Worker. Let's get another lumber mill. How are these frigates coming? They're on their way. Rifling in 4 turns. God, these turns take a while now. That's the only problem. There's a lot of stuff to calculate at this stage in the game. Yet another barb encampment. Not on our continent, though. Don't need to worry about that. Gatlin can take that. Frigate. We will take naval targeting. And... do we want visibility range for our escort? I don't think it will matter. We're better off just taking naval targeting, I think. Right, let's bring that over. And build another one, probably. Where is it? Frigate. 2 turns. Nice. The Mayo is hard with Kathmandu. Coco, the general. Just pop him asleep there. 3 turns to rifles. Oh my god. It's gonna be a fucking bloodbath. I can't wait. I really can't wait. I just want to get over there and start kicking ass. The sooner we get presence on that continent, the better. Great scientist. There he is. Another frigate. We're going to give him naval targeting as well. Right, let's bring him out and do a bit of fog busting out here. Gatlin can go back to Tomoke for the happiness bonus. Claude Shannon. Do not know who you are, sir. Oh, good science boost, though. 5290. We could hold you off for 2 turns till we get rifling. What was our next step in rifling? Fertilizer. You could pop that immediately. In fact, you could pop steam power immediately for us. Oh my god. Let's save you for 2 turns and get steam power immediate. Comanche Rider. Have we got a medic with us? I'm pretty sure we've got medic lancers, haven't we? So let's not take that. Let's take visibility, which is always nice. And let's take an open bonus as well. Our waters are safe, so let's start embarking some of our troops. Not all of them, but some of them. It's going to keep taking me back to that one guy. Let's bring him out, put him there. Okay. Let's do this. Let's fucking mobilize. Let's bring some lancers down. Is that everyone who isn't? Yeah, that's good. Okay. Derpsville. What do I want out of you right now? Oh man, we could totally just get the Sistine Chapel. Fuck it. Let's get the Sistine Chapel. We might as well. We might as well. What do we want in Mosankani? What do we want? Let's get a constabulary. We should probably start getting some constabularies around as well. Because we are the tech leader and we really don't want people fucking stealing all our tech. You finished a frigate. I really don't want to wait 5 turns for another one, but I don't suppose there's any option. So let's do that. But go to a great person. Oh yeah, we're going to save him. I think he can probably pop steam power for us straight away. Which will be fucking impressive. Accept embassy? No. See, this is the other thing. They haven't actually found us yet. So we definitely don't want to give them an embassy, because then they'll know where Dirtsville is. So we don't really want them to know where we are exactly. They can come and find us by themselves. Right, let's station you there for now. What else have we got over here? Let's start moving some of these guys. This is going to take a little bit of doing. I might go a bit quiet while I sort all this out. Let's keep you behind a little bit. You're waiting one more turn. That's a Gatling, that's fine. Trireme, you are bottom support. And then we just need one to bring up the rear, which is you. You are also going double naval. It's a good idea to go double naval for your naval escort. I recommend 3 ships with naval promotions as your defensive thing in case you get attacked by other boats. Then it's also quite good to take a couple of boats with land attack to like give you some sort of land support. They can bombard the cities or like units that are stood near the cities and stuff, try and soften them up for you. So that's the thing. What else? I'm not going to move the muskets until we can upgrade them. Is this the cannon moving? I'll do that just in case it isn't moving. Choose production in a Sir. Let's get another frigate. Fuck it. The Cal has entered the Renaissance era. Not spy, what do I want? Demographics. The average is starting to climb a bit, and bloody hell, Austria has leapfrogged past them. They must have had some tech agreements or something, or some good spying. What are we? We are industrial. How far away? We're some distance away from modern, but we've been industrial for a while. So the fact that they're only entering Renaissance means they're all sort of over here. So we've got like a huge fucking lead on them. We did very well conquering our continent so quickly and so efficiently. Venice! Jesus, where to begin? Let's get you a monument. It only takes 1 turn and it might help you grab that fish square, which is going to be helpful to you if you can get it. Then we'll pop rifling, upgrade the muskets to rifles, pop the great scientist, hopefully get steam power, upgrade the triremes to ironclads. Is that? I think that's the right upgrade path. So then we can take those with us, and probably just build a couple of frigates out of Asser to be to replace our defensive boats. Although there's not much coming in terms of defense.
So terrible. Oh, we should grow too fond of it.
Robert Lee, famous military personality for you there. I'll bring you forward a little bit, bottom support. Right. First Congress of Dirtsville will convene in 5 turns. They're going to try and ban salt, which we're going to try and hopefully prevent them from doing. Whether we can prevent them or not, I'm not 100% sure. I need to move you forward a little bit. And then we need to move everyone up to this braced position. And the rear support is on its way. So let's bring all this down. We will regroup at the front line, which is there, and sail forward from that point. Claude Shannon, it is time for you to do your shit. Boom! Oh, look how beautiful that is. Oh, does that not just fill your heart with joy? seeing science achieved so rapidly. It's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to want 1 Lancer up the top, 1 down the bottom. Cannon. Can't move you very far anyway. Oh my god. Naval warfare. Such a pain in the arse. Oh, were you not in our territory there? You fool! Get into our territory at once. Let's upgrade you to rifleman. Okay, how does that affect our soldiers? 154,000. Excellent. We outnumber Gandhi 6-1. That's fucking brutal. He's going to shit himself when he sees us coming over. Although we're not attacking him first, but he should still be very, very fucking worried. Another frigate coming in 2 turns. Ironclads are almost upon us. Venice has some culture. There's no point building a lighthouse till we can grab the fish. 15 out of 210. The problem with Venice is it's been grabbing land. Can we just buy that? Let's just fucking buy it. Let's stop messing about. The border growth system is so awful. It never gets the tiles you want. Let's get a workboat out there and we'll build a lighthouse. Start turning Venice's fortunes around. Right, let's finish that turn and get us some ironclads, which we'll probably use. We've got 2. I could put one as mid support and bring the other one up the rear, I guess. I'm not sure. Ironclads, they're very powerful, but they're melee units, so they're not as useful.
By means of steam communication, all the world will become as one family.
Yeah, steam power is pretty amazing when you think about it. What a huge leap forward in technology that was for the world. Trains and boats running on steam. I mean, my God, imagine being around when that was a thing, when steam power first descended upon the world. Because it's a very clever system, and this is why steampunk is such a popular form of fiction, because it's like you can totally imagine a world built purely on steam technology. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We can't get that gold, and we don't need it to trade. It's of no benefit to us, so I'm just going to ignore it completely. So what I want you to do, we want more lumber mills. We've got 2 more squares that dirt's... In fact, 3 more squares. We don't even own that one. We could buy that and lumber mill it up, because Dirtsville can probably work a lot of squares. Okay. We want to be leading with Gatlins, cannons behind that, then Comanche riders, then lancers. I feel. So our Gatlins want to be in the front. Right, you are rear supports. I want you about there. What's this? Gatling gun. Let's just embark. Oh, that was the defensive. Never mind, we'll build another one. Don't worry about it. I know what I'm doing. Let's bring you forward. Let's move you up a few squares. Let's also bring you to there. Cannon, we're going to want to bring you behind the Gatling layer. Lancer, you want to be up the back. Bring you down. General, you want to be probably around there. Comanche riders. Let's have you as an outrider down that side, I think. How does that look? You still haven't moved into the water. 2 rifles. Rifles want to be at the very back, I think. What else do we need to do? Adopt a policy. Wow, I mean, look at our spread tree here. Some people will rip their dicks off over this because they just like to go for single policies, like we did with Liberty. And doing it with honour can be quite good as well. But sometimes it's good to dip around. You don't always need to necessarily fill out trees. Like, for instance, we dipped into rationalism just to pick up a couple of options. We don't need everything in rationalism. We're so ahead on science that it's just a waste of social policies. We're not going for a science victory. So it's pointless. Let's have a look at our tenets. What tenets can we get? Happiness from castle, arsenal, and military base. That's not bad. I don't think we need it yet. I think it would be better taking an actual social policy. So, what are our options over here? We have that one, which is crap, but leads to the promotion one, which I'm not too fussed about. It's a bit late to be taking the rest of honour. I don't think we need that. So, Landschneck's not asked about. Reduced maintenance on road and railroads would be a nice economical boost. That would be probably all we need from commerce. Happiness for that I'm not too fussed about. Plus 3 production in coastal cities is nice, but our coastal cities are pretty good. So again, not something we need to worry about too much. Great science has been earned faster, not too bothered about that. Goal from science buildings. I think let's pick up wagon trains, and then after that we'll probably go straight into ideological stuff. We'll get wagon trains. It'll make our railroads cheaper that we're going to get before too long. So we'll take that. That just improved our GPT by 20, which is very nice. See, look, our road maintenance now costs 19 GPT, which is fucking nothing, and we've got some pretty big roads out there. So that's very, very nice to us. Oh shit, we're coming close for time as well. Jesus, I thought we'd get over there and land this episode, but it takes... Moving a navy is so time-consuming. And I forgot to upgrade the triremes as well. I'll do that. I'll do that now. Right. Let's just carry on rearranging our armies for now. This is a Gatling. I want you at the front. This is a Gatling. I want you at the front. You're a Gatling. Let's bring you to the front. Let's also bring you to the front. You are a general. I want you probably behind him. Although I'm saying all this, we're landing backwards, aren't we? So we'll have to curl round and spread out anyway. That's annoying. Oh, that is really annoying. This is going to be awkward manoeuvres. What's probably better then is to bring our back units to the bottom and keep our front row units to the top. So let's bring a cannon down here. Let's bring the Lancer down. What are you? A Comanche Rider. Right, let's bring cannon up there, cannon up there. You can stay at the back. You can stay there. What's this? Another frigate. Oh, I took naval. I meant to take land. I misclicked there. Let's take a land one for you. Let's bring you over. Workboat. Worker. Lumbermill. Rifleman. So you are going to want to come right down the back. Gatling, let's get you over there. Another rifle down the back. Choose production. Sir. Now then, as that all starts to go out, what do we want to do? We could make some defensive ironclads. Or we could whip out a public school. Let's get a public school first. Since though our sir's got pretty good production. Let's grab you a lighthouse for Venice. Looks like we're up to 500 science flat. We've got another frigate coming. Oh, we're building an awful lot of shit. Let us take... We've got 514 faith. Can we buy anything with that? Looks like mosques are 600. What about... Inquisitors are 600 as well. We're going to build an Inquisitor, I think, and eradicate Buddhism. I'm pretty sure we can do that. I think if we send an Inquisitor to Venice, we can just eradicate Buddhism because we own it. So we're probably going to do that, because that will make Venice hopefully grow faster if it's following our religion. And it'll probably increase our tithe and stuff like that as well. How many more turns do we want to take? Is there anything good about to happen? Probably not. Okay. I'll take 2 more turns. We'll take 2 more turns, and then I'll call the episode there. And it means next episode we're guaranteed warfare, finally. I know it's been a long build-up, but it'll be worth it when we go over there and just crush everyone. Hopefully in one wave. If we can eradicate them in one wave, that will really, really be fantastic. Right, we need to shuffle you around. Let's bring you up there. Let's bring you up there. Let's bring you there. Let's push you out. Let's bring you across a bit. You're building fishing boats. You are a Comanche. I sort of want to keep you on the left-hand side, actually, so let's keep you there. You are building a lumber mill. You are a frigate. Let's take you as a land-based support, which means I want you somewhere here. Right, cannons. Let's get you behind these Gatlins. There's another one. You can't move quite far enough. Let's move you up. Move you. Comanche, yes, let's keep you around about here. Lancer, you want to be over this side. General, I'll keep you there for now, but we will move you in a bit. Let's move you 1. You can stay there. Production, Mosonkani. What do we want you building now? Let's grab a zoo. And let's also... let's upgrade these to caravels, and then we'll probably have to pay to upgrade them to ironclads from there. Believe that's right. If it's not, we'll just keep them as defensive caravels. It's not a huge issue. Before I build anything else here, I'm going to get an ironclad for defensive purposes, just to defend our coastline. Hiawatha has entered the Renaissance, so they're slowly starting to head into the Renaissance. I'm guessing these 2 might be the ones that are ahead on science over there, but even then they can't be very far in, and we've got another public school coming. 1 more turn. This is the last turn. Mikhail has completed the Forbidden Palace. Can't say that's of any interest to us whatsoever. What is this? Quebec. Barbarian encampment. Oh, what the shit? That's an annoying one. Let's send Venice's bowman out to see what you can do about that. Cargo ship, Venice. Food for Venice. Akkad would like something built. What do you want to build? You can't build an awful lot. Let's start with the zoo for now. And then let's shift some units around. Right. That cannon's in a good spot. Move that one up. Move that one up. Once our formation is how I want it, we'll be sailing. The other Lancer, yes, you should be okay to go there. Caravel to Ironclad? Yay, I was right. Excellent. That's good news. Right. We've got 1 Comanche here. I want the General probably there. Just hold your position for this turn, Gatlins. Right. We've got 2 rifles coming up. We'll be taking these slots. So I guess we'll put you there. And there should be another frigate coming up the back. Appears to be 2 frigates coming up the back, which is great. And then the ironclads. We'll send 1 ironclad. I don't think we're going to need 2. We'll send 1 ironclad. This defensive one is going to go up to Venice to protect Venice's fish, and then Tomoka build another one to protect its coastline. We'll probably get a Sir to build one at some point as well, just to keep an eye on this side of the coast, to protect the trade routes. Venice. What have you built? A lighthouse. What do we want in Venice at this stage? Production's not too bad. I'm not too fussed about your production. I'm thinking bank and public school at this point. Public school, let's get that. Your population's not too bad. That should be beneficial. And that's it. That's the end of that turn. So, let's have a look at our empire. We are on 501 happiness. 501 science, which is immense. 186 GPT, 26 happiness. We're in a golden age. 200 culture per turn, which is fucking brilliant. 16 turns to our next policy, at which point we will be picking up the happiness one. And then obviously we'll pick up a level 2, and then we'll pick up a level 3. Shouldn't take too long for us at all. We're doing pretty well cultural. 24 faith per turn, which means in 2 turns we will buy an Inquisitor and eradicate Buddhism from the face of the planet. That's going to be nice. And then after that we'll just save up faith for mosques, really, unless we open up anything that we can buy, like great scientists or great engineers. That'd be quite good. I'm not 100% sure we do that. We're researching fertilizer, which increases our food yield, which should give us a growth spurt. And after that, we'll be getting dynamite for the artillery, which means as soon as we take the first city off of Hiawatha, we should be able to upgrade our cannons to artillery, which is huge. We'll then pick up railroad, we'll build railroads, we'll build the Neuschwanstein, we'll research biology to get some oil, then we'll probably research electricity. From there, we will probably... Let's see, we'll have oil and flight, so we can probably build a couple of planes. We'll need carriers at that stage. Which is electronics. So we'll probably go electronics so we can send some planes over to give us some more support in the other cities. Landships and tanks are probably good things to go for. And to be honest, we'll probably end up going mostly down the bottom end of the tech tree after that. We won't be going up this top end much at all. We might try and pick up mech infantry in the late game. It depends. It depends how high we can get our science, really, because it's the atomic era is where it really starts to slow down. And by the time you hit the information area, the game's probably over. So... But yeah, I think a few planes will help out, so that's something we'll do. Because we can churn out planes pretty fast and carriers pretty fast. So we can have, like, Timoke churning out carriers and Dirtsville churning out planes, just loading them straight on, sailing them over, and then just unloading them in what will be on Dagger, which is probably what we'll own. And we can just relocate them like that, and then just have Dagger and Palenque. Oh my god. It's going to be so easy. I get the feeling it's going to be really, really easy. And that is it. That is the plan. So, I'm going to save it here, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.